Hello everyone and welcome to Thoughts with Thinkers. Today we have a very spooktacular guest with us today, the famed writer and poet Edgar Allan Poe. Thank you so much for being here. What should I call you? Mr. Poe? Mr. Allan Poe?
You can call me Edgar Allan Poe. That's my name, so now you know.
Okay. So, just all three names. Edgar Allan Poe. Okay.
It will please me greatly if you call me those names.
So, you were described as a romanticist and also a Gothic writer, and I personally, when I think of Gothic literature, definitely think of your writing first. Would you personally call yourself one of the most well-known Gothic writers?
I would say, yes I am, ever since I was a little man. Being so young and dipped in folly, I fell in love with melancholy.
That's a very well-known quote of yours, yes. That's very lovely. You're also said to be the inventor of detective stories, so I think everybody would like to know, who's your favorite fictional detective?
I really like Hercule Poirot, because his name rhymes with Poe.
Okay. Any other reason why?
I went to Belgium once when I was young, and I had a lot of fun. Hercule Poirot is really silly, and I am just a little silly. Silly and silly rhyme.
Well, I guess they do, because they're the same word. So, you, obviously, writer, poet, what made you want to be a writer?
Distinctly, I remember, it was in the bleak December, when I decided to become someone who could have fun by writing murder instead of doing it, because really all I wanted to do was do it. Anyway, I think that writing is the greatest vocation, and it is why I ended up in some sticky situations.
That is true. So I want to talk about some of your most well-known pieces of writing. Starting with The Raven, probably your most well-known poem. How did you get the idea or the concept of The Raven?
One day I was sitting alone and this raven came and shone its black feathers at me, and I thought, gosh, ain't he pretty?
Wow. So you actually saw a raven and that was your inspiration?
Yes. The raven, this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling.
Oh, that's nice. Another one of your most well-known pieces is The Telltale Heart. What was your inspiration for that one?
Well, I wrote that very sad song because I knew murder's wrong. And so I needed to air my grievances, so I wrote it about some grievances.
Okay. You, interestingly enough, ironically perhaps, had a very mysterious death of your own.
Yes.
No one is quite sure.
It was the best.
Oh, how you died. So I figured while you were here, and since it is October, we would ask, how'd you die?
Well, you know, I love a little mystery, full of intrigue and debauchery, so I don't think I want to tell. Quoteth I will never tell.
So you're not even gonna give us, a little hint? Was it?
I can tell you it was gloomy and a little doomy. It involved murder and a little birders.
So you were killed?
Not exactly. It was a little taxi.
Okay. Interesting.
There was some hither and thither, but in the end, I just withered.
There was also a lot of death during your time. Tuberculosis was a very big thing of the time, and both your mother and wife cousin died of TB. Do you have any thoughts on John Green's new book about TB that's coming out?
I like John Green. He's very smart, and I like all of his art.
Okay.
I'm excited for the book, but I think it won't look at tuberculosis the way I did, because I liked it.
Because it was macabre?
There was a certain romance in it, you know? I liked how women got pale with cheeks of rose.
And so is that why you married your cousin? Kind of wrapping this up, I want to know, you lived off of your writing alone.
Yes.
And
It was the worst.
Well, maybe don't say that. 'Cause I was just gonna ask if you have any advice for aspiring writers who maybe want to be like you.
Sleep a lot, cry a lot, and maybe you'll have some good thoughts.
I like that. I like that idea. Finally, I just want to ask you if you have anything to say against the accusations of you being Pantsless Poe.
Look, Pantsless Poe is who I am. I can't deny that it's the way I'm meant to be, and that is why I have no pants with thee.
Well, thank you all for joining us today. If you have any other guests you'd like to see, any questions for any of our guests, please let us know, and we will be sure to investigate them.
I can't wait to go make out with Monet.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me. Okay, thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you later. Hey, the bloopers for this thing?
I just need to get in. What rhymes with gothic?
It doesn't rhyme.
I know. Why can't I rhyme? Why am I simply unable to rhyme? He's still laughing.
You're just rhyming with this. So you are also said to be the inventor of detective stories. Wait 1 sec, I think the cat's in the fridge. Ophelia.
Leave, young kitty cat. You are too fitty fat.
This was very popular, and both your mother and wife cousin.
Look, I can't defend my choice to marry my cousin because there's no reason to. She was a 10. No, you're not young enough for me.
And Monet is?
Monet, he has the soul of a child.
That actually might be true.